couple of those. RPAC is it's an expression, a symbol of strength, both on a state and national level. We've got 1 million members in our realtor organization. We're well respected in Congress for our views, and they know that we have a lot of power. And the reason we have that strength is really because of our negotiation skills, our willing to help legislators see the right way of things, which is basically from the realtor point of view, and the fact that we have money. And that's what PACs are all about. Symbol of strength, 70% of the money that I'm going to ask for today stays in Connecticut to fight the fight that we fight every day. If you don't have the time to fight the fight, then just write the check and we'll fight the fight. It's really that simple. 30% goes to national. We have 20,000 members in Connecticut. When you were a realtor today at the Capitol, you made a difference. RPAC is your business insurance because it fights things like a buyer's tax. Okay? Is it nice to talk to a buyer and say you qualify for a loan, it's going to be almost impossible to get it unless you're going to borrow less than $417,000, and oh, by the way, the state of Connecticut is going to whack you on the way out for another 1% when you buy, just for the pleasure that they can't keep a budget going on in Hartford the right way. Okay? We got rid of that. The flip tax. How many people heard about the condominium flip tax? Raise your hands. You sell a condo, you pay a tax back to the condo association. I got to tell you, the only reason I heard about this one is, yes, my representative, Senator Andrew McDonald, brought forth that lovely tax. So what happened? There were about 5, 6 brokers, agents, realtors. I start emailing them daily, every other day, call them. I saw him at a Chamber of Commerce breakfast. He says to me, word for word, call off the dogs. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, as a typical politician, I didn't call off the dogs, so I don't trust them until it's said in the legislature. So once it doesn't come out of committee, because we know you can't trust what they say. Otherwise, sunset means sunset. Can you imagine if God was like a legislator? It'd be like Alaska. We'd have sunlight 24 hours a day. And that's not even a joke I was going to tell them. I'm just kidding. Okay. We fight for our clients. Why do we fight for homeowners? Because homeowners are out doing whatever they do in their lives, and they can't get together to form a coalition or whatever they have to do. We do it for them. We also successfully buried a sales tax on commissions, because we know that the sellers would be glad to pay that at the closing, right? They wouldn't say anything to us, right? Have to be careful about commissions, apples, oranges, continue to add that kind of thing. I don't talk about that anymore. And, one of the biggest things, how great is this? How many people love this $8,000 credit? Isn't that great? Do you think that the people in Congress just sat around one day, trillions in deficit, saying, let's give a buyer $8,000? No. Joe Lieberman, how we think of Joe, it doesn't matter. He wanted $15,000 for anybody. Congress got a hold of it. They narrowed it down to first-time home buyers at $8,000. But it's something. And Joe will tell you, the realtor community has supported Joe for years, ever since he's been in Congress. He is from Stanford. I've seen him a couple of times, and I tell him how much we love him for that. Even Chris Dodd, as much as he hasn't come out against banks and real estate, because he does work with banks, he has helped us on other realtor issues. And I know that because, Bob Kennedy, everyone in Carr, used to be informed, Tim Callan, those guys. So he has voted on some things, not all things. We can't get 100% of everything. It's like we didn't get 100% of the conveyance tax. How sick are we of hearing about conveyance tax? It would just die already. Okay. Green laws, smart growth, green buildings. We didn't like the way that was written in Connecticut, so we're working on that. And timeshares. I don't know what we're doing with timeshares. I don't know what the hassle is with timeshares. I'm just in charge of raising the money. There are other people fighting that fight on legislative. And that's how I just keep my job very simple. Which are the joke part. I put down your forks. These are good. Okay. If you've been, anybody here a car BOD member? Raise a hand. 1, 2, okay. You've heard these. Sorry. Okay. The government's view of the economy could be summed up in a few short phrases. If it moves, tax it. If it keeps moving, regulate it. And if it stops moving, subsidize it. All right, that was good. Okay, number 14. This is my best one I got today. The only difference between a tax man and a taxidermist is the taxidermist leaves the skin. A little better. I haven't seen everyone had their forks on about for that one. That was Mark Twain. I can't take credit for that. And the first one, Ronald Reagan. Okay. One big thing that we got today that we have, I don't know if you read about it, you heard about it. It was Fannie Mae issues new guidelines in loan services. Now again, Fannie Mae just didn't happen to have a meeting about going out of business and just happened to say, let's do this for our realtor friends because we love them. It has to do with legislators, congressmen, and senators talking to the people at Fannie Mae. And they were talked to by our lobbyists in Washington. And for those of you, I'm going to read it verbatim because I'm obsessive compulsive and I really want to know. This is Servicing Guide, if you're taking notes, Part 7, Section 504.02. How many people here do short sales? And that's not for people between 5 and 5 foot long. Okay, we do some short sales. You ever like that mystery fee at the end? You have the offer, it takes 90 days for these guys to do the paperwork, and they say, you don't know what you're getting paid for the closing? And then even then you don't know. In the new guidance, Fannie Mae has instructed its loan servicers that unless the total commission exceeds 6% of the sale price of the property, approval of the sale may not be conditioned upon reduction of the commission paid to the real estate agent.
Yeah.
Okay? How about this one, the new guideline? Fannie Mae. Realtors will not be paid any fee for their services. Did we like that one better? They're guaranteeing you, if you have a contract with your seller for 6% or less, whatever you negotiate, when you have a deal with Fannie Mae in a short sale, the commission is non-negotiable. You're getting paid 6%. Try that with another bank, because they try to negotiate with you. It's great stuff. You guys must not have short sales up here. Fairfield County, we got plenty of them. Okay. I'm ahead of schedule. What do I need? I need your help. You know, I'm one guy, drove from Stanford. Why? Because it's important. I drive from Stanford. I was at Midshore a couple of weeks ago because it's important for some guy to drive an hour and a half to see you at 8:30 in the morning. Trust me, I need beauty sleep. I could have used it. But I will not tell a lie. I did stay at Foxwoods last night. Okay. I need your help. Okay? I was at a meeting in Stanford. You know, last day of the meeting, I had 5 experienced agents come up to me and I said, you know, what happened? No, RPAC, what's going on? I said, you didn't ask me. Ladies and gentlemen, consider this Mike Feldman asking you, going up and shaking your hand. I just need a fair share of $15. If you can afford more, great. If you can do 5, fabulous. Here's what I'm about this year in 2009. I'm into participation. I don't measure dollars. I just want percentage of goal. As of the 20th of this month, you guys are fantastic. You're 25% of goal, which is 4 months in and in the worst real estate market we've seen in 100 years. What concerns me is your 8.5% of people participation. Some of that has to do with we used last year's numbers. So there are probably less agents than there are that says here 1,200 and something, 53. So I need your help. You're RPAC chairman, Debbie Chamberlain, right?
No.
Nope. Who's RPAC chairman?
Bob Kimball.
Bob Kimball, RPAC chairman. He needs your help. I'd rather have $1 from 100 agents than $100 from one agent. Heard that before? I just made it up. So you're my team. There's no I in RPAC team. $5, $15, $25, $99, $250, $1,000, whatever you want to do, is fine. The most important thing is you get a form, that little thing there, the little flag on it, the self-mailer. Don't mail it. We're here. We can take it. Fill it out correctly. If you're going to use a personal credit card, sign where it says credit card. Then the state of Connecticut wants to see if you know how to print your name, and then sign again. It's their rules, not mine. We can take cash up to $100.